Shalom. We're going to read Haftarat Mattot. This week is actually a double portion, but we're going to read through Mattot, and which is Jeremiah 1 mostly. If anyone wants to raise their hand or draw on the screen, here's how you can do it. And all right, well, would anyone like to start?
Like to, I'll go
All right,
for it, but I'm
all right,
I'm
all right, go ahead.
so let's see. Is it uh Devor
Divrei.
Divre um Yerm Yermiah Mo
Yirmiyahu.
Yemor Ben Halek Halek Haleka Haleko
Chilkiyahu. Uh,
Lekiyaku
right.
uh, Min no Muck Mick
No,
Mick
no. Min.
and then Haki Hal Halim Hakalim
When you see the dot over the word, make the O sound. Hakohanim.
Hakol Halim, the Cohens,
Mm-hmm.
um, Ashir, Ba, Banoth, Banoth,
Ba'anatot.
Banatot, um, Ber, Ber, Beretz,
Mm-hmm.
and then Benjamin,
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin.
Right. This is the introduction to the book of the prophet Jeremiah. Divrei Yirmiyahu, the words of Jeremiah. Ben Chilkiyahu, the son of Chelkiah, I guess. Min HaKohanim, he's from the priests. Asher ba'anatot, that live in or dwell in Anatot. Be'eretz Binyamin, which is in the territory of Benjamin. So Jeremiah is a prophet. He's from Benjamin. Um, the
Before
introduction is going
you
to continue. Yeah.
before you move on, just go highlight back to the priests and what looks to be a holum next to the calf with a shavah. You said that's with a no. Well, surely the calf is the shavah is a closed ach.
This is not a shva. This is a meteg.
All right, it's not very clear on my mobile phone. That's the only reason why I'm asking.
Not a problem. And
Thank you.
so meteg is going to give us like the secondary stress or tell us where to spend just a little bit more time on a vowel. All right, who would like to read the second verse?
I'll have a go at that.
All right, go ahead.
Asher, Ahaya, Debar, Adonai, Eliav,
Mhm.
Ben Be Meye,
Good. Be May. That right there is the cancellation mark, so it's just a tsereyod. Be May.
Be Me, Yoshayahu, Ben, Amon, Melech, Yehuda, Be Shelash, Israel, Israel,
Bishlosh Esrei.
Be Shalosh, Esere, okay. Shana, Lemalel, Lemalel, Ko.
It's a. This is a kamatzkatan. Lemol.
Oh,
Malcho.
Exactly.
Malcho.
We've got. Let's see. This is still the introduction to the book, verse 2, talking about Jeremiah. Asher haya dvar Adonai elav. Which Jeremiah? The one that the word of the Lord was to him. Well, the word of the Lord came to him. When? Bimei Yoshiahu, in the days of Josiah, then Amon melech Yehuda, the son of Amon, king of Judah, Bishlosh Esrei Shana, in the 13th year of his Moloch, or Molch, his king, his reign. Mm-hmm.
Now, before you move on, the word Asher, it's a case that I was looking in Strong's earlier on tonight, and it was actually Asher. I was looking up, which I think, oh gosh, what was it? Blessing or something? Happy?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it was a case that the different vowel pointings
Right,
on Asher can actually have big significance in how you use that word.
right. The one of the 12 tribes is Asher, who is named after Osher. Asher means happy, glad. And so Ashrei, which shows up a lot in Psalms, I guess, is something like happiness of, or it's usually translated as happy is the man, Ashrei Ha'ish, happy is the man who, walks in the way of the Lord and doesn't sit in the way of scorners and whatnot, like in Psalm 1.
That's what I was translating, I think.
Exactly. So it's two words that consonantally are spelled the same, but they are separate words. This is the relative particle that gives us more information about something. I am reading the text that the teacher assigned. Which text? That the teacher assigned is a relative clause that tells me more about the text. So this is Asher, the relative clause, telling us more about Jeremiah. He's the one that the word of the Lord came to.
Yes.
And but yeah, Asher, I love that name. Ashrei, I love Psalm 1, but it's a separate word.
Okay.
There we go. All right, verse 3. Does someone else want to read?
I'll read.
All right, go ahead, Voldane.
Yahi Bime Yehoiakim ben Yoshiyahu Melech Yehuda Ad Tom Arte Aserea Sana Le'i Ki Yahoo
Mhm.
Ben Yoshi Yahoo Melech Yehuda Ad Gay Lot Yerush Shalim Bahordash Dash Ha Mishi.
Right. B'chodesh HaChamishi. All right, so this is still kind of setting the background, the plot. Vayhi bimei Yehoiakim, and it was in the days of Yehoiakim ben Yoshiahu, the son of Josiah, Melech Yehuda, the king of Judah, Ad Tom Ashte Esrei. This is not the normal way that we expect the number 11 to appear. We expect a had or a chat esrei, but Ashte is the number 1 in other Semitic languages like Akkadian. And so we get to find it showing up a handful of times in the Bible in the number 11, 1 and 10. And So at the end of the completion of the 110, the 11th year, Shana, Litzidkiyahu of Zedekiah, Ben Yoshiahu, the current king of Judah, Melech Yehuda, king of Judah, Ad Glot Yerushalayim, until the carrying away, the exile of Jerusalem to Babylon, Bachodesh HaChamishi. So he's giving us a timeline of the kings when Jerusalem when Judah is carried away to Babylon and when he prophesied. Mike, you have your hand up?
Yes, sir. So does the Lamed always translate right there in his, how did you pronounce it?
Sidkiyahu?
The Kiyad, who does it always translate as of anytime we see it?
No. So technically, properly speaking, Lamed is for direction and intention. So it should be something like to, for, belonging to, towards. But if something belongs to Zedekiah, then in English we can call it of. This is the reign that belongs to Zedekiah. This is the reign of Zedekiah. So that's the reason that English will translate it as of. Personally, I
Elsewhere
like
it translated as for or to.
right, exactly. I personally like to preserve of for construct chains to avoid any confusion and leave the lamed as something else. To, for, belonging to, showing direction or possession. But sometimes you can't get around it.
Thank
Yes, sir.
So
Oh,
in the Hebrew calendar, which is the 5th month?
in the modern or the biblical?
Well, take the biblical to begin with, and then equivalent.
In the biblical calendar, the first month is Av, so the fifth month would be Kislev. In the secular calendar that was inherited from Babylon, the first month is Tishrei. Is that right?
I thought biblically we
It's
had two
Aviv.
different
It's
calendars.
Aviv. Well, I'm sorry. I should have said Nisan, not Av. The first month is Aviv, which is Nisan. So the fifth month would be Nisan, Iyar, Sivan, Tammuz, Av. The fifth month would be Av. But in the calendar that was adopted from Babylon, the year starts on Tishrei. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shvat would be the fifth month.
But I thought under Moses we had two different calendars started. One is a religious and one is another one, and they're almost like 6 months apart. But I maybe I'm misunderstanding.
No. It's so in when God says to Moses, "This shall be the first of months for you," he was talking about the month of Aviv, Nisan, which according to the Bible is the first calendar month of the year. It's after the Babylonian exile that Israel comes back with a modified calendar and with modified month names that were inherited from Babylon, which was inherited from the Akkadian, which was inherited from the Sumerians, and was based largely on the agrarian agricultural cycle. And that's where the second so-called civil calendar came from. So in modern Hebrew today, Rosh Hashanah, the beginning of the year, is actually the seventh month on the biblical calendar because of the Babylonian exile. But it didn't go all the way back to Moses, no.
Oh, geez.
If it has anything to do with Israel, it's going to be complicated.
So just
I think I like the
just
word
out of
complex.
speculation, how would that equate to today's calendar?
Winter time is typically going to be what? Kislev, Tevet, Shvat. Springtime would be Adar, Nisan, Iyar. Summertime would be Sivan, Tammuz, Av. And so the beginning of the year is essentially sometime around March, which incidentally was the beginning of the year for the Roman calendar until until the Romans defined January and February and turned Janus into the first of the year. It
Yeah.
was the Ides of March. That's when the beginning of the year was. The spring is when the beginning of the year is.
Ah,
It
so
was,
they were carried away at the beginning in
yeah,
the springtime.
yeah.
Where are you from, William?
Me, I'm from the UK.
It
The,
sounds like he's got Irish background.
Ah, I'm a proper mongrel.
Well, I'm from an Irish descent, so that I just
Okay,
All
thank you.
right, who would like to read next? A little itty bitty verse.
well, if nobody else goes for it, I'll give it a shot.
All right.
Ye Yehe
Vaihi,
Vaihi um, de
Dvar.
Debar Devar. I don't know why I tried to make a mem there.
Hmm.
Adonai
Ne.
Ele Ele
Hmm.
Ele Eli
Elai, Elai.
Eli, and then Le Amor.
Then more. Good. Here the aleph has quiesced. There's no vowel attached to it. So it's like it's sitting there for historical purposes, but it doesn't have any sound. Le Vayhi dvar Adonai Elai lemor, and it was the word of the Lord to me, saying, well, where's the verb? Well, we have to supply it. It was or it came. That's why they put the word came right here. All right, so this is his first prophetic word from the Lord. Word of the Lord came to me, and the word of the Lord said, would someone like to read this famous verse?
All right.
All right, go ahead, Susie.
B'terem etzarecha v'terem iraticha uveterem te'tze merachem hikdashticha navi lagoyim netaticha.
Right, Netaticha. And we have an instance of thief and kre, how it's written in the Bible versus how the scribes want us to read it. Not a big difference here, just that this has a long holam, which makes that an audible shva, versus a kamatz katan, which makes a silent shva. So still understandable. Etzol means I will create from the root yatzar. Beterem, before or in the previous to I create you, before I formed you. Okay. Vabeten, in the belly or in the womb. Yedaticha, I have known, pronominal suffix, you. Uveterem, so there's a repeat, and before. Tetze, you.
Do my little guy want to go out for a piddle?
Tetze is before you come out or went out. Merechem, from the womb. Hikdashticha, that's going to be I caused to be holy you. I consecrated you. Speaking to Jeremiah. Navi, I consecrated you to be a prophet. Lagoyim, to the nations. Netaticha, I have given you.
Almost sounds like he's talking about John the Baptist here.
Ah, another great prophet. And all right, and this is Jeremiah's reply. Va'omar, Aha Adonai Elohim. Hine lo yadati daber ki na'ar anochi. And then I said, this is the Vav of the Vayiktol. This is the Aleph of the Yiktol. The Aleph of the root has gone missing, the weak root. And I said, aha, an interjection. Adonai Elohim. Why did I read this as Elohim? Because of the o, e vowels that the scribes put on there remind us of the vowels e, lo, him. Usually the vowels are supposed to be eh, o, ah, like this because of a, do, nai. But when you have the actual word Adonai, you don't say Adonai, Adonai. The scribes say, well, substitute Elohim instead. So they put the vowel pointings, reduced Holam Chirik, to remind us to pronounce it as Elohim. Hine lo yadati daber. Behold, I have not known to speak. I don't know how to speak. Ki na'ar anochi. For I, a youth. We have to supply the verb. I am a youth. I'm just a kid. I don't know how to talk. And God rebukes him. Who wants to read?
I'll read.
All right, go ahead.
Vayomer Hashem Allah al Tomor Va'ar Anoki Ki Al Kol Asher A Ish Lahakaka Te Lek Be'at Kol Asher Asar Asaruka Teda Bear.
Atzavacha tedaber. And so this is God responding to Jeremiah, who says, I'm just a kid. Vayomer Adonai Elai, and the Lord said to me, Al tomar, don't you say, Na'ar anochi, I am a child, ki, because al kol asher eshlachacha telech, because all that I will send you, or to all the places I will send you, telech, you will go. Ve'et kol asher atzavcha, and everything that I command you, tedaber, you shall speak.
Oh, then, that reminds me of though your fathers will show you, and your young men will tell you. I've just translated that the other day.
From where?
Oh, then, gosh, is it Proverbs?
Okay.
But the thing is, what I'm saying is, you shall speak as I command, right? Well, that's like, I suppose I can say I show you, but you're not a child. But you'll speak as a young person. You've been shown, and you'll speak what you've been shown.
Right.
That's how it kind of clicks in my head. That I think.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. This is okay. This is God continuing to encourage Jeremiah. Who wants to read next?
I'll have a go again.
All right, go ahead.
Al, um, Teira,
Right. Al tira.
Mipne Hem, Ki, It, Itka, Ani, Ani, Leheselak. Na'um Adonai.
Right. Al tira.
Yehoda.
Right. Adonai. Al tira. Al tells us that we have a volative form. Don't you yara. Be afraid. Mipnehem. From their face, before them. Ki itcha ani. Because with you I, or with you I am. Lehatzilecha. From the root natsal, I will cause deliverance for you. I will rescue you. Ne'um Adonai, message of the Lord, an oracle of, declaration of the Lord. Vayishlach Adonai et yado, and the Lord sent or put forth his hand. Vayagah al pi, and he touched or struck upon my mouth. Vayomer Adonai Elai, and the Lord said to me, Hine natati dvarai beficha. Behold, I have placed dvarai, my words, beficha, into your mouth. That's pretty cool. Put your words into my mouth. And all right, who wants to read next?
I can read.
All right, go ahead, Ami.
הפקדתיך היום הזה על הגויים ועל הממלכות לנטוש ולנטוץ ולהעביד ולחרוס לבנות ולנטוע.
Right. Velintoa. Re'eh. See. Imperative. Hifkadticha. I have caused, or I guess appointed. I have appointed you, Hayom Hazeh, the day, this one, Al Hagoyim, over the nations, Va'al Hamamlachot, and over the kingdoms. Big job for a young kid. Lintosh, to pluck up. Velintots, to pull down. Ulehavid, to cause perishing, to destroy. Vilaharos, to throw down, destroy. Livnot, to build up. Velintoa, to plant, to plant a tree. Nata. Excellent, very good. Vayhidvar Adonai Elai, and it was that the word of the Lord came unto me, Lemor, saying, Ma ata ro'eh Yirmiyahu, what do you see, Jeremiah? Va'omar, makel shaked, a staff of an almond tree. Ani ro'eh, I see.
I looked this up earlier on, the almond tree.
Yeah,
It's the first to flower, the last to fruit, and it signifies God's watching eye over Israel, I think it is.
right. There's a play on words here between shaked and shoked, and that plays on the second thing that you said. Who wants to read this verse?
I'll read it.
All right.
Vayomer Hashem Allah Hey Ta Lir Ort Ki Shasakad
Shoked.
Ed Ani Al Devari La Say La Sotort.
Right. La'asoto. We've got a sin dot, a holam, and another holam. La'asoto. Okay, so there's a play on words here. Vayomer Adonai, and the Lord responded, the Lord said, Eli, to me, Hetavta, you have caused or done well, lirot, to see. It's like you've done, yeah, you saw well. Ki, because shoked ani al dvari la'asoto. So shoked here is a participle from the root shakad, which means to keep watch. There's this shaked, the almond that he sees, and the play on words is that, well, the shaked, the staff of shaked, and shoked, watching out for, guarding, al dvari, over my word, in order, la'asoto, in order to perform it, to do it. La'asot is an infinitive construct, asa.
So is there
Is that
something?
is that a Janus like you just taught us in your class? In our class? Is that a Janus thing? Like it's the same word,
It's the
but
same
used
word.
different ways?
It's definitely a play on words, but I guess a Janus would require a single instance of
Oh, okay.
one pointing to one context and one pointing to the other context, whereas here it's two different words with the same root. So this would just
Ah,
be play on words.
okay.
Plenty of them in the Bible, though. Mike, you had something to say?
I'm wondering, is there something embedded in the word for almond that refers to the fact that the almond nut looks like an eye? Is
I
there
don't,
something embedded hidden in there?
I don't think so. I mean,
The way you were describing it, I just was wondering if there's something that it, as far as looking at you or seeing something.
no, I don't have an answer for that. I don't know if there's a connection between eyes and the root shakad. Obviously, to watch or guard or whatever, you need to use your eyes, but other than that, no, I don't know.
And to the best of my knowledge, that's the only uh, nut that looks like an eye. To the best of my knowledge.
Yeah.
So I didn't know.
Jared, Jared, I'm missing the wordplay. Where's the
And the
a
word,
showcade and what's the other word?
the wordplay was in the previous verse, shaked,
Okay,
with
thank
the
you.
word shoked, so same root.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Many people in the world
Mm.
are teaching.
Let's see. I know the Hetavta. Okay. All right. Who wants to read?
I would like to read.
Go ahead, Cheryl.
Vahi devar Adonai alai shenit lemor. מה אתה רואה ואומר סיר נפוח אני רואה, ופניו מפני צפונה.
Safona. Very good. Vayhi dvar Adonai elai shenit. And it was, the word of the Lord to me was shenit. Shtayim, shnayim, sheni, shenit. It's all the number two. So shenit is an adverb to do something a second time. Word of the Lord came to me a second time. Lemor saying, okay, this introduces a quote. Ma ata ro'eh. Okay, what do I see now? Va'omar, that tells us we've got another quote. Sir nafuach, a pot that is seething. Ni ro'eh, that I see. Ufanav mipnei safona, and the face of it is towards the north. Okay, what is God going to do with this one?
Jared, Jared, is row a participle?
Yes, ma'am. It's a call
And
participle.
what about nafu'ach? Is that a participle?
It's a passive participle.
Passive participle.
And like patuach or sagur. It has an au pattern.
So the root is nun, pei, het.
Uh-huh. Nafach, right.
Thank you.
And all right, so what happens next? Who's the next reader?
I have a quick question
Yeah,
on passive participle.
Uh-huh.
I thought passive participle, I know I'm wrong, but I thought passive participle was the lack of a verb. So it was nouns only, like you see in Proverbs.
Okay.
Is that wrong?
Okay, so participle by definition comes from a verbal root. The difference is that instead of the noun that it modifies doing the participle action, it's that the participle action has been done to it, right? So it changes the voice. Instead of a subject doing it, you don't know who the subject is, you know what it was done to. So the active voice says that the subject did something, verb. But the passive voice says that the verb was done to the object. So the object actually becomes the subject. So it's the difference between my wife loves me versus I am loved by my wife. It's like I was the object and now I'm the subject. I changed from subject to object, and the verb therefore had to change from active to passive. And so it's a matter of voice, it's a matter of perspective. Do we know who did the subject? Is it explicit? If not, then it's passive. I am loved. The dog was walked. The tree was broken. Who did it? I don't know. It's passive. So the
Okay.
passive participle tells us that something did this act of seething to the pot, but we don't know who it is that did it. Whereas when you see an active participle like little a, you should know you should know who it is that's doing that action. Ata, you are seeing. So it's a matter of knowing who did the action. That's the active versus passive. Okay, who wants to read? Konstantin, you have your hand up.
Vayomer Adonai Ali or Eli
Eli.
Eli, of course, Eli Mitzafon Ti Pa Tach
Mhm.
Ara Al Kal
Kol.
Al Kol Yo Shevei Ha Aretz.
Right, good. Vayomer Adonai Eli. And then he said, that is the Lord did, to me, quote, Mitzafon tipatach hara'ah. From Tzafon is the north. Tipatach. There's a trifecta here, chirik, dagesh, kamatz, that tells us that it's a nifal verb. And the tav is 3fs. She will be opened, or she shall break forth. What? Hara'ah, the evil. Al kol yoshvei haaretz, upon all of the inhabitants of the land. This is a 3-word construction. All right. Next verse. Who wants to read?
I'll
I'll
read.
read.
Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
Go ahead, Valdane.
Oh, I can go.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And then Tuesday you'll get the next one.
Ki He Ni Kore Lekao Mish Pei Ho Bi Hot
Mm-hmm.
Ma Male Mom lay court all for now. Neum Hashem Uwa'u Ve Na Tanu Ish Kis So Pe Ta Sha'ari Re Ye Rushalim Ve Al Kol Hor Morteha Sa V Ve Al Kol Are Yehuda.
Excellent. That's right. Hi hineni kore, or look at me, calling, for behold I call, lechol mishpachot mamlachot tafon. I'm calling to all of the families of all of the kingdoms of the north. Ne'um Adonai, declaration of the Lord. Uva'u, and this is a vekatal, and they will come, who is 3 CP, and they will come vinatanu, and they shall put, place, or set, ish kiso, a man on his throne, or every man on his throne, petach sha'arei Yerushalayim, at the entrance of the gates of Jerusalem. What? That's not good. Got all these people sitting on thrones at the gates of Jerusalem instead of the king of Jerusalem. Uh-oh. Va'al kol chomoteha, chomoteha, and against all of her walls, plural yod, saviv, all around. Va'al kol are Yehuda, and against all of the cities of Judah. Whew. That's not good news. And Tuesday, you want to read?
V'dibarti mishpatai otam al kol ra'atam asher azavuni vayakateru li lelo lelohim acherim vayishtahavu lema'aseh yedehem.
V'dibarti, vekatal, so it's got final stress. And I will say, I will utter, mishpatai, my judgments, otam, and
For them, on them,
it's hard for me to know because and I will speak them is what it should be, but then mishpatai, I'm not sure. Al kol ra'atam, against all of their ra'ah, their wickedness. Asher azavuni, that
so
they have forsaken me, all those that have forsaken me. Vaikatru, and they burned incense, made incense. Lelohim acherim, to other gods. Vayishtachavu, and they have prostrated themselves. Lema'aseh yedehem, to the works of their hands, to the works of their own hands. That's not good. And that way, when trouble comes, God says, let the works of your own hands save you. Ve'ata. Who wants to read?
I can read.
Amy?
ואתה תאו
Tezo.
תזו מותניך
Mhm.
ו- וקמת ודיברת עליכם את כל אשר אנוכי אצווך אל תחת מפניהם פן אחריתך לפניכם.
Lifnehem. Ve'ata tezo. We don't usually get to see a shva under an aleph, but it happens every once in a while. And usually it'll just quiesce or get a reduced vowel like te'ezo. That's really interesting to see. And you gird up motneha. Motnayim are your hips, your loins. Gird up your loins. Vekamta, and vekatal, you shall arise. Vedivalta, and you shall speak. Alehem, unto them. Et kol asher anochi atzaveka. We're so used to saying cha, this is actually atzaveka. And you shall speak all that I command you. So why is there a dagesh in the kaf? The explanation for it is an energic nun. Vencha. And the nun assimilates into the kaf, creating a dagesh. So what's the purpose of the nun? It's supposed to add what's the word? Certainty. So I certainly am commanding you. You shall do all that I am certainly commanding you. Al techat, do not be dismayed. Mipnehem, before their faces, before them. Pen achitcha, otherwise I will, I guess it's the same root, I will dismay you, lifnehem. I will confound you, lifnehem. This is a kal verb, I believe. Techat, is that right? Techat, and this one is going to be a PL. Same root, chet tav yod. Oops, kal, not cat.
Jared,
Yes, ma'am.
what can you parse atzaveka? Where's the noon?
It's between the end of the verb and before the pronominal suffix. So atzave is the usual form we expect for PL.
Yeah.
And then there's a noon, the energic noon that adds certainty. And then there's the pronominal suffix cha.
So an energic noon, that's not a suffix. It's like a letter thrown in.
It's an infix. It only exists in yiktol verbs that have a pronominal suffix. Sometimes the noon is obvious, it's visible, but oftentimes the noon gets assimilated in, like noon usually does. I'm trying to remember the one that we just talked about today. No, Mamenhu. It's in Exodus 15, but I can't remember it now. Where it has a noon followed by ehu. So the hu is a 3ms suffix. The noon is your energic noon, and then the previous part is your yiktol verb. And oftentimes the noon will assimilate with the hey, and you just get nu, like this. It's the same thing that happens in the word mimenu, and it means from him. Well, what's going on here? Well, it should have been min menhu, but the first noon assimilated there, the second one assimilated with the hay. Uh, the noon is assimilated, it's gone. So same thing happens with energetic noon. Oftentimes, it just gets lost into the pronominal suffix, whether it's nah or nu, or if it assimilates into the pronominal suffix itself, like this one. And so it adds an element of certainty. I will certainly command you.
Does it mainly happen in the Second Temple period?
No,
No?
it,
Okay.
it's more of an older feature actually. So you'll see it more often in older texts and less often in newer texts and
I
later.
was I probably got it confused. That's why I was that's why I was asking.
Okay. All right.
So Jared, when you see that dagesh in the Chaf Sofit, is it usually a nun that is, because it's in the Shema
Yeah.
to Uneka?
Vihuneka.
Is that a nun also?
Well, I think you mean the Aaronic benediction.
Oh, the Aaronic benediction, that's
Right,
right. The Shema.
exactly. Yes, it's the same thing. Yeah, when you see that the gesh and the kaf, that's the first thing you should suspect. It's the most common.
Hanan, it would be Hanan turned to Honeka.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So it should be vihu. Trying to remember vihu
Honeka.
neka.
Yeah.
Um, vihu nek. Okay, I think there's a dagesh here because of the root chet nun nun, and then there's a dagesh here because of the energic nun. And he shall certainly be gracious unto you.
Thank you for solving that mystery. I always wondered why
Yeah, yeah,
we
sure.
said instead of
Yeah, exactly. All right. Let's see. Next reader.
I can go again if
Yeah,
nobody
yeah, sure. Go
stepping
ahead.
up. Okay. Va'ani hine netaticha hayom le'ir מבצר לעמוד ברזל ולחומות נחושת על כל הארץ למלכי יהודה לשריה לכהניה ולעם הארץ.
Mm-hmm. Va'ani hine nataticha hayom, and I, behold, look, I have set you, I have put or set you. Where's the noon of the root Natan? Assimilated in the Tav. Natanticha. So there's another missing noon. Strong dagesh. Hayom, this day. La'ir mivtzar, for a city with a defense. Ula'amud barzel, and a pillar of iron. Does anybody know that barzel and Brazil probably come from the same root? A lot of iron in Brazil. And Villa Ulenchoshet, sorry, Ulechomot Nechoshet, and walls of bronze. Al Kol Haaretz. So he's like a defense, right? He's a defended city, like a pillar of iron and walls of bronze. Al Kol Haaretz, against the whole land. He's the land's defense. Lemalchei Yehuda, Lesareha, for the kings of Judah and for its princes, lechohaneha, and to her priests, ul'am haaretz. And am haaretz is an interesting term. It seems to have changed meaning over time. In modern times, well, let's start with the beginning. In the Bible, am haaretz is the group of people who crown the king. So these are going to be landowners, influential people, whatnot. But in modern times, Am Haaretz flipped. It's now the people who work the land, the serfs, the servants, the nobodies, the Am Haaretz. And so it's an interesting term. Biblically, it's the higher class landowners, and then later on, it's um, the lower, the people on the lower echelon.
Blue collar work.
Yeah, yeah, field workers. Mike, you have your hand up?
You said it's Brazil, Brazil,
Barzel.
Brazil. So I never even thought about it before, and given how much Jewish influence has influenced South America, does Brazil actually come from Hebrew
Uh,
influence?
it's a great question. A lot of the crypto Jews fled from uh, Iberia during the Inquisition to South America. So, like you said, there's a huge influx of Jewish population in Brazil, but I don't know. Is
Well,
there a
I
direct?
just learned last year that just like Yiddish is a German influence,
Mhm.
I just learned last year that
Ladino?
Ladino is and so that's why I was wondering because apparently the Hebrew there's a whole nother characteristic in South America.
Yeah. It's incredible how Jews all over the world have created amalgamated languages. So we think of Yiddish as German Jewish, Ladino as Spanish Jewish, but there's an Arabic Jewish. Um, there's a Greek Jewish. You know what I might call Koine Greek. New Testament Greek is probably Jewish Greek. So it's a really neat phenomenon to see in all these different languages everywhere that Jews in the diaspora have gone.
Why I've got my own personal joking around about the whole thing, but I think the two people that affected the world the most, you can go nowhere in the world that there's not a Jewish influence, and there's nowhere in the world you can't go where you can't find an Irish pub. Anyway, that's off task.
All right. Who wants to read next?
I'll give it a shot.
All right, go ahead, Tim.
ונלחמו אליך, ולא יקלו לך, כי איתך אני נאום אדוני, להצילך.
Lahatzilecha. Good. Vinilchamu, and they shall, vekatal, nilcham, nifal, to fight, battle. Elecha, they shall fight against you. Velo yuchlu lach, and they shall not be able or prevail to or against you. Ki itcha, for with you, ani, am I am with you. Ne'um Adonai lehatzilecha, I'm always with you to deliver you. That's cool. That's a great promise. And what is the root of yuchalu?
Yacha.
Originally vav kaf lamed. So we get to see it in the yiktol as a vav, and it's a state of being verb. So in the katal, it actually shows up as yachol. You don't get to see that O vowel very often, but there are some some verbs that are stative that have an O theme vowel, and yachol is one of them. Yacholti, I was able.
Would
And
have been pronounced vachol, vakol, vakol?
I mean, like originally,
Yeah.
yeah, the yod would have originally been a vav, so it would be wacholti, or as kamat katan, wacholti, like that. But Hebrew changed most all of its initial vowels into yods, so it becomes yacholti. And what's the root of lehatzilecha?
Natal.
Yeah, the noon has vanished or assimilated into the tzadi, natsal, to rescue, deliver. All right, that's a little verse. Vayehi dvar Adonai, and it was that the word of the Lord, Eli, was to me lemor, saying. So this is what, the third time? Who wants to read the word of the Lord?
I can read.
Okay, Amy.
Haloch ve ka'ata ve oznei Yerushalayim lemor ko amar Adonai zacharti lach chesed נעורייך אהבת כלולותייך לכתך אחרי במדבר בארץ לא זרועה.
Very good. And all right, so we have a lot of interesting features here. Haloch, what part of speech is haloch? What form is it?
Haloch. Is it infinite absolute?
Right, we got the ao, so it's infinitive absolute, so it's probably being used adverbially. Going, vikarata, and you shall call the ozne. I'm glad you caught the kamatz katan, in the ears of ozen, in the ears of Yerushalayim, or the people living there. Lemor, quote, Ko amar Adonai, thus has said the Lord, Zacharti lach, I have remembered to you, or I have remembered you, or for you, chesed, loyal loving kindness, of ne'orayich. In ayich tells us two things, that it's plural, the word is plural, and that it is belonging to you, feminine singular. Ne'orayich. So to whom is God speaking? Who is the 2FS referring back to?
Is he speaking to the okay,
He's
Jerusalem.
talking to Jerusalem.
Right, Jerusalem is
Yeah, because the land is feminine.
right. Land and cities are feminine, so you, O Jerusalem, is feminine, and the lach is also 2FS, and then kilulotayich has another 2FS, and lechtech is another 2FS, so it's all referring back to you, O Jerusalem. Ahavd, that's a 2FS. No, ahavat. That's a noun. Never mind. Sorry. I was thinking ahavt. Ahavat, the love of lulotayich, your lulot, betrothals. Not familiar with that. Lechtech. Can somebody parse out the word lechtech?
From verb halach.
Uh-huh. From the root halach.
Is it
I think there's two prepositions before it. No?
I think it's the root lechet, like lalechet, and the
yeah.
preposition is actually missing. Lechet belonging to. So this a right here causes the original closing syllable to come here. You get lechtech, lechtech.
Yeah. Infinitive construct?
Very good. It's an infinitive construct of halach with a pronominal suffix. You're going. When you went, you're going. Acharei acharai bamidbar. When you were going after me, bamidbar in the wilderness, and be'eretz lo zru'ah, in a land not zru'ah. What is zru'ah?
Passive participle of to sow.
Right. So it should be zarua, but with the addition of the suffix a, it reduces this to a shva, zru'ah. Zarua, zru'ah, a land, feminine, that is not zru'ah, sown. Again, it's passive because you don't know who's doing the sowing. You just know that it was done to the land. And okay,
So, Jared, lech tech, the root is not halach,
it is.
right?
It is.
It is?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But it behaves, the root halach behaves an awful lot like a pei yod, like as if the root were yalach. And think of the infinitive construct shevet, which comes from yashav, right? It behaves the same way as lechet, shevet, lechet. But this is halach and this is yashav. It's the he feel also behaves like it has a yod in the front. So oftentimes halach is thrown into the pei yod category, even though it's technically a pei hey.
So it has a pronominal suffix. Oh, can you put that back, please? That has a pronominal suffix, and it has what? A prefix, the lamed.
The lamed here is the root, lech, halach. And
Halach.
if there were a pronominal suffix, it would be la lechet.
Okay, so the tav is the infinitive ending, infinitive construct.
Right, exactly. Even in Aramaic, all of the infinitive constructs have tavs at the end. In Hebrew, only the weak roots that have a letter missing have a tav at the end. So it makes you wonder, was it like an ancient form and the tav is just a relic left over in the weak roots to make it appear to have three root letters? I mean, that's one of the theories. But yeah, all your weak roots have a tav in the infinitive construct, and but your strong ones don't.
Can I make an observation? This
Yeah.
might be incorrect, but instead of you saying Vayomer Adonai, we have Lamor Koamar. So it's almost like they broke up Vayomer. This would be that to that, back to this would be Vayomer. Is that correct or not?
I don't understand your question. Vayomer, Vayikto form?
Yeah, and he said. So instead of saying and he said, there's saying thus said. They break Vayomer into three different words. Is that correct or not? Maybe it's wrong.
I don't see it. Whenever I see lemor or vayomer, I'm thinking, okay, that's the indication that we're starting a quote, and it is. Haloch Yerushalayim lemor. So go. He's telling Jeremiah, go call in the ears of Jerusalem, saying. So this is now a quote within a quote. Ko amar Adonai. Oh, now it's a quote within a quote within a quote. Zacharti lach chesed miroich.
Yeah.
So every time you see the root amar, think, well, maybe this is another inset or nested quote.
Jared, one more question.
Yes, ma'am.
Lech tech. So the only root letter that we see is the kaf, right?
Lamed and kaf. It's not a preposition. Otherwise, it would be.
That's not the preposition. Okay.
Right. Yeah, every time we see a bet or a lamed, we're like, preposition. But hey, sometimes it can be a root letter.
So it's an infinitive construct without a preposition.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. If it were by itself, it would be lechet. With the pronominal suffix, it shifts the vowels around and we get lech, tech.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, next reader. Who wants to read?
Yeah, I want to try.
All right, go ahead.
Kodesh Israel Adonai, Roshit, Tibuato, Kol Ohala, Ir Shamu, Ra'a, Tabo, Elechem, Neum Adonai.
Perfect. Kodesh Yisrael Ladonai, Reshit Tevuato, Kol Ochalav, Yeshamu, Ra'a Tavo Alehem, Neum Adonai. Kodesh Yisrael Adonai, holy unto, no, holiness of Israel. I don't know, is that a construct chain? Holiness was Israel to the Lord. Reshit Tevuato, the first fruit or the beginning of his 3ms, his tevuah, yield, the stuff that comes out of the ground. Tevuah. Kol ochalav, all that are devouring him. Yeshamu, they shall offend. Hashem, to be guilty. Ra'a tavo, evil will come. Alehem, upon them, Neum Adonai. So all that are, I guess he's making a comparison between the holiness, the holy portion of Israel, which is like the holy portion of a crop, the first fruits of a crop. Everyone who is eating it, that's a big no-no in the Torah, and bad is going to come for you. So don't eat Israel like you wouldn't eat the first fruits of your crops. Otherwise, bad things happen. Okay, well, that's actually the end of Mattot. I don't have anything else prepared. Any comments or questions?
So, Kodesh, that's a noun, holiness.
Yeah, all words that are segolets are nouns. Kodesh, Melech, Baal, everything that's a segolet is by definition a noun. But when translators get a hold of it, they're like, well, sometimes it's easier to translate it a little differently, turn it into an adjective. But technically, yeah, all segolets are nouns.
And which book is this we've been reading?
This is Jeremiah 1,
Jeremiah.
2, 3.
Thank you.
Haftarah of Mattot.
What is next week's Haftarah?
We're gonna skip. It's the first one for Deuteronomy, which is, could probably pull it up on my phone faster, but here I have a book, so flip through it. There it is. 1195.
Are we going to skip Isaiah?
No, Isaiah is the Haftarah for Dvarim. We're skipping the last parasha of Numbers, Maseh, which is Jeremiah 2. It's a continuation of what we've been reading. And then, but it's a double portion this week, so both of them are read together. And then next week's Torah portion is Dvarim, the book of Deuteronomy. So it's Isaiah 1 1 through 27. I guess it's the entirety of chapter 1. Cool. So this was the introductory chapter of Jeremiah. Next week it's going to be the introductory chapter of Isaiah.
Good, thank you.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
תודה רבה.
Yeah, b'kasha. Okay, so I am going to I'm going to sign off. Thank you all so much for coming and reading and participating. If anyone wants to support Hungry for Hebrew, here's how you can do it. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Lehitrot v'shalom.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Hello.